All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Deepvue tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how to do top-down analysis in Deepvue quickly and easily to identify those leading stocks in leading groups. And we'll talk about two main ways that you can do this that will save you a ton of time in terms of finding those top opportunities and analyze rotation and be able to determine really easily where the money is flowing in the market right now. So if you do enjoy this video, please go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new to the channel, leave any questions you have down below as well. And if you're not already a part of the Deepvue platform, we have a fantastic Deepvue Black Friday deal going on right now that only lasts until Black Friday. So don't wait, click the link down below in the description to bring that up. And also the link to that should be popping up above as well. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and dive right into finding these leading themes. As I said, we're going to talk about two main ways. The first is with the industry ranks here in the data panel, and then the second is using thematic ETFs. Let's go ahead and start with the industry ranks here. So this is a data point that we have in the Deepvue platform that basically ranks all the different industries and sub-industries compared to all the rest of them and gives them a ranking out of the total number of groups. So here you can see we've got AMD. This is in the semiconductors industry or sub-industry. And let's go ahead and actually add that data point to show you how to add that if you don't have it already in your data panel. So right now we want to add the sub-industry to show that it is in the semiconductor sub-industry. So let's go ahead and hover over our data panel header, click add data point, and let's do, or actually just go right here to sub-industry. And now we've got it down here, and let's click and drag to bring right here. And let's hide the top stocks. I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But right now, what I just want to show is as you spacebar through your screen or watch list, you'll see that the sub-industry rank, as well as the sub-industry that it's identified in, will change as a result. And there's a great way to spot themes. If you notice a lot of stocks in a particular sub-industry group shaping up together, breaking out of bases, gapping up on big volume, that's a sub-industry to take note of. So going back to AMD, let's say we want to dive deeper into the semiconductor group. First, I always take a look at the sub-industry rank. Where is the sub-industry that I'm looking at and I'm interested in ranked versus all the other sub-industries in the database? So right now you can see that the semiconductor sub-industry is ranked 23rd out of 164 total sub-industries. So it's in that top percentile there. And if you want a little bit more detail about what are the top sub-industries, all you have to do is click this drop-down menu right here under sub-industry rank, and you'll be able to scroll and see that, gold is number one. There's 34 stocks in there. Then healthcare, distributors, drug retail, precious metals. And this by itself is telling you what are the leading themes over this time period. And I would recommend, because we do have some options here for different time frames, to look for ranks either on a 1 month or 3 month basis to show the existing themes. Or you can also add the kind of 1 week ranking to look at developing themes. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's go back up here to add data point, and let's type in rank. And let's go down to sub-industry. And again, you could do this for sector, you could do this for industry. Basically, depending on how big the buckets you want to divvy up the stocks into, go ahead and do that. I like personally a little bit more granularity, so that's why I like to use the sub industries there. So again, we've got a 1 day basis, we've got a 1 week basis, we've got a 12-month basis, 6 month. I'd say for looking at the current themes, 3 month and 1 month will show you that kind of the best. And then for developing themes, the 1 week and 1 day is the best. So let's go ahead and add this. Let's also go ahead and let me just close that drop down. Let's also go ahead and add the 1 week and scroll here. So now you can see kind of how actually semiconductors are changing over time. On a 1 day basis, they're 145, but on a 1 week basis, they're 80. And then on a 3 month basis, they're 23rd. So they're a theme that's been going on for quite some time and losing steam a little bit personally. So that is the rankings. And again, I would recommend for looking at the current themes, the 3 month or 1 month basis. Okay. So what's cool about this again is that you can go ahead and see what the rankings are. And then if you want to dive deeper into any of the particular sub industries, all you have to do is we notice gold is number one. So let's go ahead and find the leading stocks in this leading theme by clicking gold. Boom. Now we've loaded that sub industry right here. It's replaced the watch list or screen that you're currently looking at, and we can sort it by whatever we'd like. Let's go ahead and do percent change today. And now we're just going through this just like we would a screen, and we can use our quick access or multi-select boxes here to select any of the ones that look interesting to us. And then as a part of our workflow, we could add that those selected ones to a new watch list that we would like to. So that's a quick workflow to look at the current leading themes, dive deeper into those themes, load all the stocks quickly and easily, and then go ahead and select the ones we want to analyze further, add to a watch list, add to a focus list, whatever we'd like to. And that's how you do that. So that is gold. You can do the same thing with, let's say, healthcare distributors. Go through all these. And again, you can sort it by whatever data point you'd like. If you're looking for the leading stocks and leading themes, it kind of makes sense to go ahead and use a relative strength related data point. So let's go ahead and sort by the absolute strength rating over a 1 month basis. And now we have the strongest stocks in this leading group. And all of these are trending well. And then as we go down, these ones are weaker. So let's go ahead and load semiconductor materials. And it's still sorted by the strongest over the last month. We had a gap up there, but now these are the ones that are the strongest. And then as we go down here, they're going to get weaker and weaker as we're going down the sort. So that's quickly and easily how to find the leading stocks in those leading groups by loading it from the ranking here. And it's very cool to see, these ranks over time, as I mentioned. Okay. Let's say that you notice, a semiconductor like AMD acting well. So let's go ahead and search AMD. And by the way, I did that just quickly, but I want to show it. I had the semiconductor materials group loaded. To go back to your watch list or screen, all you have to do is click this X button here. And now you're back to the screen that you were actually looking at. So let's say I had, let me just find a stock here. Let's say I had GCT loaded. If I notice that this is, breaking out of a base, I might want to dive deeper into that particular sub industry and see if there's any other sister stocks acting well or any other stocks I might be interested in. So in addition to loading the whole theme and going through all those names, what you can do is instead of clicking the drop down menu next to the rank, we're going to click the drop down menu next to the actual sub industry. And now this is going to show the top 10 stocks within that sub industry. And this sub industry doesn't have too much. So let's do this one, life sciences. And you can actually see the top RS names in that group as well as percent change. So PSNL, it's another name that's acting well. And to bring up that chart, all we have to do is click it. That's acting well. TXG acting well recently, pulling back today. VRKR, nice action. ADBT. So again, this is a way to dive deeper into the theme and find the leading stocks in that leading theme. All right. So this is the first way that we're going to talk about finding those leading stocks and leading themes. And that is using the industry rank as well as sub-industry system here in Deepvue. And again, you can use industry group if you want kind of less buckets, or even sector if you'd like to. But the second way is using thematic ETFs. And basically, this is a really cool workflow that we've got developed in Deepvue. Let's say you want to dive deeper into semiconductors. Well, what is kind of one of the main semiconductor ETFs? Let's go ahead and search SMH. And next to any ETF in the platform, you'll see this H pop up. And if you hover over it, you can see it says click to see holdings. And let's go ahead and load that up. So just like loading the industry group in of itself, this loads all the holdings within that particular ETF. And you can see this column here is percentage of holdings. So you can also sort and see kind of what is the biggest weight of that ETF. NVIDIA is the biggest, 18.5%. And you can go through that way or sort by any other particular column. And to go back to whatever screen you're looking at, you can always click the X button right here, just like as we did to get rid of the sub industry and go back to our screening results. So let's show one more example. Let's do solar. So let's do TAN. And let's click that H. And there you go. Now you've got all the holdings here. Go through the solar group. And again, use these multi-select boxes to select any ones we want, add it to a watch list, whatever you'd like to do, copy it, paste it to Twitter, share it. Basically, this is the workflow to dive into deeper that particular thematic ETF. Let's do one more. Let's do GRNY. Click those holdings. And there you go. Now we can see all the holdings in this one here. And you can either do the ARK funds. Let's do ARK. Click the holdings. And the same thing applies. So this is a great way to dive deeper into a theme. Say you notice a lot of biotech names sorting up, setting up, you go ahead into that ETF, load that, sort it how you'd like, and dive in deeper. And just like with the sub-industries, it might make sense to, instead of sorting by percentage of holdings, go ahead and sort by 1 month absolute strength. So here we've got excess, a buyout here, a TXG acting well. So this is very quick and easy and a great way to find the leading stocks in the leading groups. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. Basically, the two main ways that you can analyze and do top-down analysis very quickly in Deepvue. The first is with the ranking system of the industry groups, the sub-industry groups, and the ability to dive deeper into those groups by simply going ahead and clicking here, being able to see the leading themes right here because we rank it for you, see the number of stocks in there as well. That can be very helpful. And again, you can always X that out. We also talked about, of course, just doing the top 10 stocks within that some industry group. That can be very helpful as well. And then the last thing we just covered was how to dive deeper into a thematic ETF. And by the way, if you go over to watch lists presets, and then go down to top traders, I've got a whole watch list full of these thematic ETFs, which you can go ahead and use. And you can see all these H's and any ones that look good. So let's go ahead and change the sorting. Percent change today. TNA is top today. iDrive is top. So let's say we want to dive deeper into that one. You can go ahead and load the holdings just like that and bring up those charts. So again, we covered the two main ways to do top-down analysis very quickly and easily. And hopefully this will help save you guys time during routines and find those top opportunities as they're setting up and as you're seeing the money flow into those themes. So thanks so much for watching. Again, if you're not already part of Deepvue, definitely go ahead and check out the excellent Black Friday deal by clicking the link down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the platform. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Cheers.